Greetings. Alrighty, how are you? It's good to see you again. Alright, so we got more Mandela effect. Notice how it doesn't say anything at all on this bridge and the color of it. And then this part of that building. It's kind of funky how there's like a street up here, and then it's also a street up here. Like, look at this. What the hell? But so that's the way that bridge looks. It's like a ramp to get up to that weird part of that building. Alright, now well, okay, there's that right there. Remember how, does that already look like the same building though as this? I mean already, like, because the video just started. I got more evidence to show you. Alright. Now look at that. Does that look like the same building? And the clock too. Alright, and then this one, look at this. It's got like one arch. Looks like just one arch. And then that's it, and then this ramp. But remember, we saw, well, like, we're not seeing this. One arch, two arch. This one looks like it just has a one. I guess it could be another one, but look at the building back there. And then this, where the hell? What the hell? This is that same, see, there's the clock right there and that statue. But, you know, what the hell? There's supposed to be a bridge right there. Or, yeah. That's that building. That's that same side of it too, even. Alright, now here it's showing the bridge part is over there, so it's not in line with the middle like we saw it here. That's the middle. See the middle? The clock and everything? The middle. Middle, no bridge. Middle, no bridge. It's way over there. Okay, and so when it's way over there, it actually has writing on it that says Grand Central Terminal. Remember in the first image, I said, look at, there's no writing. So when there's one change, there's bound to be other changes. So it's not just that the bridge is not in the same spot, but it's also got writing on it. So there's multiple changes. So it's not just a perspective issue like people keep trying to claim. It's obviously not. There's always multiple changes. There's not just one. Now look at this. Same part of the building, clock, but now there's no bridge at all. And then there's that statue. Look, I'll show you. All right, statue, but there's a bridge there. All right, statue and clock and that. But here we got statue and clock and stuff, but there's no bridge there. Oh wait, my bad. There is. This, it's there, but it doesn't appear like there's a street out front. Oh yeah, there is. There's a sign right here. Isn't it weird how there's a street up there? There's a street right here. Alright, look at that building back there. Look how different it is. And then this is obviously in the middle. See? The middle where the statue is. In the middle where the statue is. And then this one has writing on it. Grand Central. Alright. This one shows how it's in the middle too. Alright, this one's in the middle, but this one's like further away. Like, here. See how this one shows like it's like curved? And this one's flat. And it's not just the, whatever. And then so the building also looks way different, right? Because there it looks like that. There it is. That's but this one it doesn't have any. It used to be a Pan Am building, and then it turned into a MetLife building. But this image is the only one I've seen that it doesn't say anything up there at all. And also the proportions are different. Like this is that length, and that length, and that length. They're all like equal. So those are thirds. But here it's not like that at all. It doesn't curve around like this one does. But see how this one's Pan Am, and then this one doesn't show like the ramp in the front, like we're seeing here. Like what's going on here? And just look at the building. It's supposed to be the same building. Obviously, it's the same building. It's just the shape is much different, and that's not a perspective issue. The shape is just different. The shape of buildings don't change like that. That's a Mandela effect. It has to be. There's no other explanation. All right. Oh, this is so this is Grand Central also. But it's like the original one. And look how massive it is. Just, these are people down here, and then just massive. Okay, I guess we went through all those. Now I want to show you my favorite place, one of my favorite places in Google Earth. Great Bahama, or Grand Bahama, something like that. Yeah, Grand Bahama. And a place called Freeport. It's pretty gnarly. There's all these, all these channels, all these, I guess you would have to have a dredger and dredge out, or, I don't really know. Like, I worked in construction for a long time. And I'm, I know how construction is done. I know the basics, but I wouldn't know at all how to go about building something like this. This seems ridiculously difficult. This would be so expensive. Now, over here, there's evidence that shows structures that are like basically ruins, but they're like buried, or like this is evidence, pretty damn good evidence, that this is ancient, and that they have since came and inhabited ancient plots like this, and started building houses, but they're a lot of them are like this, roofless or in ruins, and then they build a new house right next to it, or like ruins here, but they built a new house here. So there used to be ruins most likely here as well. See, because here there's ruins around here, and they got like a roundabout, but this is all like dilapidated, and this is like ruins here. But people came and built houses because I'm pretty sure. And then look at, obviously, same thing here. This is ancient ruins of neighborhood street grid. Like, what else would that be? There's really no other explanation for that. Look at it. And it's all over the place. And, the nature is like reclaiming it, but there's just the vague, residue of what used to be a neighborhood. Alright. Now, but this is really telling how there's obviously properties that are just somehow became like it would take one hell of a calamity to render a neighborhood into this condition. This reminds me of like Lot's wife, like being turned into a pillar of salt. Like these houses got turned into a pillar of mud. And then like people came later and made these like ramshackle like pathways around here, like, and then even like filled in parts, so they could just like easily drive in and out, I guess. But and now it's all dirty in there. But at one time this was really like nice, because there's quite concrete, maybe even stone retaining walls. It's not just cut into the dirt. Like this is basically a gigantic swimming pool. A gigantic swimming pool that actually has like concrete, bottom and sides, and it's just absolutely massive. But it's extremely old. This is not a neighborhood that was in use in the recent history at all. This is very old, but it's showing evidence of you would need machines. You would need modern technology to accomplish something like this, but it's obviously older than what we have been led to believe our modern technology was invented in. Like before 1900s, like 1800s and earlier, this wasn't possible. But I don't think that this was even in the 1800s that people were living here. This is. Think about it. If you had a house and then you just abandoned it, how long would it take for it to look like this? I mean, even after 100 years, you could probably still live in it. It wouldn't look like this for like, at least 1,000 years or more. Or there would have to be, some kind of terrible cataclysm. But I really like this area, and there's more evidence of abandonment going on and around here, because right here there's a hotel, an abandoned hotel that's like, it's really creepy. and here's a pool, and there's tennis courts, I think, right here, and you know, and it's just, this would be, like tens of millions of dollars. There would be no reason to abandon some tens of millions of dollars massive luxury hotel, and and this obviously got abandoned a long time ago to be in this condition. It's not like something that they just recently left. And then this isn't natural. These aren't like natural waterways. This isn't a river or anything. It's not a lake or anything, but it's more massive than a lake, though. And it's like, can you imagine the undertaking to construct this, and then for what? Just to have it looking the way it looks today, like just basically abandoned. And like if this one building would cost tens of millions of dollars, then imagine how much all of this pool, like, okay, how about this? Here's a good way to wrap your head around it. This one pool right here, this is a big pool. It's like an Olympic size swimming pool or bigger, and that would be very expensive to have built, just that pool. Now extrapolate that out to all of these waterways here, because it is a fucking pool. There is concrete retaining walls. It's and there's a bottom to it that's it's not like sand down there. This is a pool, big pool. Imagine how much that would cost to build. Like we really, I don't think we can do that even today. I mean, if we can, we don't do that today. So it's obviously leftovers from the Atlantean civilization. This is a swimming pool. See, if the bottom was just mud, then there wouldn't be clean spots in the mud, right? There's clean spots because it's a swimming pool bottom. It's not a mud or sand bottom. It's a swimming pool bottom. But there's trees in it. There's, this is ancient. This is ruins of the Atlantean civilization that we were told about. Quite obviously. Alright, let me know what you think down below. Yeah, we were lied to about our history. And it's up to us to figure out why we were being lied to and what we're being lied to about.